What's up, YouTube? Welcome to my channel, Marvelous Scents, where fragrance is life and shaving is luxurious. Today I'm going to be discussing about the pros and the cons of a cartridge razor versus a DE razor. So stick around after my intro. Welcome back to my channel. To all my subscribers, thank you so much for subscribing and supporting my channel. I really do appreciate it. If you are new to my channel, thank you so much for taking time out of your day to visit my channel. Please subscribe, hit the notification bell, so every time that I drop new content, you're always in the loop. I don't want to take up too much of your time, so we're just going to go ahead and dive right into it. Now we're going to start with the cartridge razor. The cartridge razor is pretty much in everybody's home. The learning curve and the performance of these are pretty much perfect for every man and woman. And the ones that have the pivot heads, they're always going to set your cut at the optimal angle. So there's really no effort in using these. But why the extra blades? See, these are on a lift and cut technology. So depending on how many blades you have in your cartridge razor, is going to depend on the efficiency and closer shave that you have. Each blade is designed to perform a specific function. The first blade is dull, which hooks the hair, pulls the follicle out from the skin, and the second blade cuts that hair. And so on and so forth, depending on how many blades you have in your razor head. Now keep in mind, as you do that, the reason you're able to get such a close and efficient shave is because that actually pulls the hair and cuts it below the skin level. And because of that, this is where we get into the cons of this razor. If you have sensitive skin, this can cause skin irritation because of the multiple blades that come in contact to your skin, which will cause razor burn, razor bumps, ingrown hair as well. And if you have curly hair, you're going to be more susceptible to ingrown hairs. So that's something to keep in mind when shaving with cartridge razors, especially around the neck area. Also, if you are eco-friendly, knowing your waste footprint would be actually dropped drastically. And these razors are not recyclable. And it is estimated that 2 billion disposable razors and cartridge heads end up in our landfill. And also, think about the long-term cost that these razors are costing you. And sure, these razors are made out of plastic, which allow them to keep your initial buy-in cost very low. But let's talk about the DE razor for a moment now. I really do love shaving this way because there's so many benefits for me. Now, I'm just trying to give you the information out there so that you can understand the mechanics of each razor. And I'm hoping that you will try your hand at shaving traditionally. Now, one of the pros of this is going to be your blade replacements are going to be cheaper in the long run. Some cartridge razors like Harry's and Shave Club, because those companies have made a subscription, they are able to keep the cost relatively low in the cartridge razor world. But still, those things are designed to dull faster, which means you're still gonna have to buy cartridges to replace them more often. But with the DE razor, those razor blades are actually gonna be pennies on the dollar compared to cartridge razors. You can buy a pack of razor blades of 100 pack for $10, $12. But in the overall, your blade replacements are going to be pennies on the dollar compared to cartridge razors. Now, we don't want to just throw these razors away. Because of these blades, we're going to want to put them in a container that is sealed on top when we go to throw them away in our garbage, so that we're not harming fellow workers in the waste department by maybe accidentally grabbing one and cutting their hand. So that's one thing to think about with these blades. But once we put them, like for me, I use a coffee container, an empty coffee container. I glue it and I make a slit on the top and I dispose my blades in there. So once that coffee container is full, I just throw that away in the trash. And the footprint, our waste footprint, is very small compared to cartridge razors. I also want to touch upon the difference of the shaving technique. Now, do remember, because these razors are pretty much designed to shave themselves, this one you have to learn how to shave, and that's what makes it enjoyable. You know, when you just shave mindlessly, there's no thought, you just shave. But when you shave this way, you actually have to be aware of the angle of the razor and be aware of how you're shaving. You may have to take a little more time to get a technique down on how to use this razor. But once you've got the technique down, it can become just as quick as shaving with the cartridge razor, if you so choose. But this channel wants you to have a luxurious shave. So taking a little bit of time actually adds to the luxury of your shave. Also, the initial buy-in to traditional wet shaving or into a safety razor is going to be higher than a cartridge razor, because cartridge razors are made out of plastic, which allows them to keep their costs down. But where they are making the money is the cartridge razor blade replacements. Now with the DE razor, the initial cost in is slightly higher. A razor can cost between $20 to $30 and drastically go up depending on the metal materials. But that initial buy-in is your major expense. It's the blades that are going to save you so much more money in the long run. I hope this explains some of the mechanics of the DE and cartridge razor and how each one functions as we shave. Remember, at the end of the day, it's your choice to choose. I'm hoping that you will give this a try. Now, keep one thing in mind. Your first 1, 2, maybe 5 shaves are not going to be that great because you are inexperienced with the razor, and that is where the learning curve is greater than the cartridge razor. But trust me, once you take time and you can look up videos and read articles, once you take time and learn the technique of the razor, then that's when you will experience one of the best shaves you have had. And that is when it becomes luxurious. So thank you for joining my channel today and watching my video. If this video helped you and you found this video enjoyable, please smash that like button. Leave comments down below if you have any questions, and I will, or if there's anything you would like me to touch on, please leave a comment down below so that I know what you guys are looking for. So before I go, this is a fragrance channel as well. I will touch a little bit upon a fragrance that I am wearing today because it is cooler in the Midwest. And the fragrance that I am wearing today is Thierry Mugler's Pure Malt. Now, if you're into more dark, slightly spicy, heavier woody, and fruity notes, this fragrance is for you. Off the top, you get a nice boozy fragrance. If you like booze, this fragrance is superb. I absolutely love this fragrance. It's boozy, it's a little fruity, some smokiness, and woodiness in it. Once again, that is Pure Malt by Thierry Mugler. So thank you again, guys, for joining. Have a great day. And remember, smell unique, shave luxurious, and be kind to one another.